Rock, Paper, Scissors is a new Nickelodeon show that finally hit Paramount Plus, the first season, anyways. And I was dying for this show to hit Paramount Plus because Nickelodeon actually released the first episode of this show on YouTube like a few months back when the show first came out. And I pushed play, not really expecting much because I don't watch Nickelodeon anymore, and a lot of their animated shows that they put out now aren't that memorable or just very forgettable. And so I just clicked play, started watching it, and I laughed my ass off. And so it made me dying just to see more of this show, right? Because I was just so ready to watch more and more of the show and see what the show had to offer, and see if it was just that first episode that was really funny and the show maybe had a fall off or whatever it was. No, this show's great. This show's kind of a weird concept. I'm not really sure why it is rock, paper, scissors as the main characters. Not really anything done with the fact that they're paper or rock or scissors. I mean, there's jokes about it, but I don't know. It's just a random world that they live in. Like, one character's like a potato, one's like a trash can, another one's a pencil. So you have paper and pencil. You know, it's kind of weird. It is a catchy name though, because obviously game rock paper scissors is an iconic game, and it just sounds really, rolls off the tongue really well. So I guess it works out. And then it's like, but it's also just funny. But they also do a great job making all three characters have very distinct animation designs, and the animation style of the show I actually really enjoy. But what's great, but this show is just really funny because you got Paper, who is a narcissist a little bit. He's always trying to prove how smart he is and make other people feel dumb or lower themselves when secretly he's not really that smart, and that leads to some funny episodes. There's a whole episode about farts that, if you know me, I hate fart humor, but that episode was so fucking funny. And they made jokes the whole episode about winning an Emmy. And that episode was about Paper trying to prove that fart jokes aren't funny, going like ridiculously out of his way to like an absurd degree that it all ends in just a really great laugh. And it's just a really funny episode. You got Rock, who is kind of the more childlike, kind of dummy of the group, who just is more silly and goofy and chill, and often is a mediator between paper and scissors, because like Scissors is a ego-headed kind of guy who's always needs to feel cool, doesn't really like doing much for others, but if you really break him down to it, he will sometimes help others. I want to say like he'll do the right thing, but no. Scissors is actually a great foil to a lot of the plots in these episodes, but there's just so many funny moments with these characters that have really distinct personalities, and they're really funny. Like, there's so many jokes that are just hilarious to me. Like in the first episode, for example, they basically, the plot of the episode is they go to a restaurant and they want a free piece of cake or something like that, and then they lie and say it's someone's birthday, and then they ask for their ID. And then they run from the rest of the episode is them running for the not paper police, birthday police. And then when they show up at their door and they're like, birthday jail's regular than regular jail. And they're like, well, how? They're like, they don't celebrate your birthday. And they're like, they celebrate your birthday in regular jail? It's just great shit like that. That's funny. And very well written and well crafted stuff. Yeah, let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.